Tocsin Magazine exclusive, unveiling the soulful sounds of Liahona Olayan. In a world where dreams are woven into melodies and stories unfold with every note, Liahona Olayan stands as a beacon of creativity and resilience. Bursting onto the scene during American Idol Season 19, this talented singer-songwriter has captured the hearts of audiences with her unique blend of authenticity and artistry. Now, in an exclusive interview with Tocsin Magazine, we dive deep into the captivating journey of this rising star who made it to the top 24 of the competition.
What was your experience at American Idol like?
My experience on American Idol was one of growth. I absolutely loved what I learned there, and I would never trade that experience for the world. That was actually the first place where I was able to share that I had a talent of writing music. So when I was about 12 years old, my mom got this inspiration that we really needed to learn how to get closer as a family because we all lived kind of separate lives. And I come from a family of 9 kids. And so every time we got home, I feel like we would always fight, and it just wasn't a good environment. So my mom decided that we should learn how to love each other more and to become a better family. And so during that time, we decided to move to a tent. And so we moved in a tent in Hawaii, and we learned to live off the land. I learned to get closer to my culture, but more importantly, I got closer to my family. And it was during that time that I realized that I could write music. And so we fast forward to 4 years later, when I was 16 years old, my older brother and I competed in American Idol. And our first audition was a song that we wrote. And this song is called I Don't Want to Be Alone. And it was such a crazy thing because it blew up on YouTube. It had 11.4 million views. And that was the first time I felt in my life that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I thought, okay, I think I'm actually pretty good at this. So that experience on American Idol definitely gave me a lot of exposure and an opportunity to share my talent with the world. And I will forever be grateful for it.
So what is your favorite part of performing it live at concerts?
I love performing live at concerts just to see all my fans and to be able to showcase more than just my music. I mean, I love to dance, so I feel like the stage is another part of me, and it's a place where I can show who I really am and show how much my fans mean to me.
If someone was starting a musical career, what advice would you give them so they could be successful?
Make the music you love. That's definitely what I would give because I feel like sometimes we try to make music that pleases other people, but if you love what you do, especially the music you make, others will love it as well.
Who is your biggest inspiration as a singer?
Ah, that's a good one. I think my biggest inspiration as a singer would be Bruno Mars. I absolutely love his musicality, just the way that he produces. It's a great thing to live up to, honestly. So I think he's a really cool artist and one that inspires me a lot. This first single that is part of the album is called Que Rico Sola. So this song came to be because I actually just returned from living in Mexico for the past 18 months. So during my time there, I actually went to serve a mission for my church. So I got to share the gospel with many people. During that time, I came to fall in love with the language, the culture, the food, and most of all, who the people of Mexico were. They're so humble. They're such great people. And I fell in love with just their music. And so when I returned back to the States just a couple months ago, I realized that I want Spanish to be a big part of my musicality because I love the language and I think it's absolutely an amazing language and I love the people there. So during my time, I became fluent. So I'm officially bilingual. I can speak 2 languages, and I think Spanish is a beautiful language that we can portray so many feelings and emotions in different languages. So for me to be able to share it in Spanish is something that I'll never trade it for. And so this first song, Que Rico Sola, talks about basically the song is called How Rich to Be Alone. And it doesn't really talk about being alone in an aspect of like living lonely. It actually talks about a girl that knows her self-worth. She doesn't have to try fit in to be somebody she's not. And that song relates so much to me as an artist and as a person because, as I mentioned, all my music is so personal and vulnerable. I mean, many times over the years, I've gotten a lot of critical, like people have criticized me and judged me for the way that I live because I just don't really fit in with a lot of what they do. I remember a lot of times I haven't gone to parties, I haven't hung out with certain people just because I think it's beautiful to be who you are and to celebrate your uniqueness. And I wouldn't want to trade my worth to try fit in with people that just don't understand me. So this song is about celebrating your uniqueness, being you, and knowing that you would never trade your self-worth and yourself for what the world thinks. And so
It's always,
that song, Que
always
Rico Sola, how rich is it? Is such a beautiful thing for me to have in my life because I can be myself and it's something that's beautiful. And I don't have to try be somebody else that I shouldn't. I don't have to because there's only one you. There's only one Liahona. There's only one me. So I might as well embrace it and live it to the fullest I can.
the best any of us can be is to be authentic to ourselves, to be true to ourselves. So I'm glad that you're that way.
Absolutely.
I tend to be that way as well. I believe that authenticity is the most important thing a person can do.
Absolutely. 100%.
So we've been talking about the fact that you're interested in different cultures and kinds of music. What's your favorite genre if you have to choose one?
Oh, that's such a hard question. I mean, I there's so many genres I love, and on this album of Just Me Liahona, you'll see a lot of genres. You'll see ballads, you'll see rap, you'll see hip hop, um, you'll see you'll see a lot of things, and especially Spanish Latin music, reggaeton. But I feel like the best genre that I love, that I have such a passion for, would be hip hop. I absolutely love hip hop. I grew up listening to a lot of it. My dad is from California, so he used to play a lot of hip hop songs back from the 90s, and I absolutely just fell in love with it. I don't know what it is, but hip hop is my genre. So that would be the most favorite one I would pick.
I actually have a love for hip hop as well. It's something that's kind of interesting. For me, it's more old
Right?
school, but
It is old school, but you know what? I feel like I'm an old school girl. I mean, I wasn't born in the 90s, but I listened to the old school music and something about just those years of music were so cool. I mean, you have Michael Jackson, you have Janet Jackson, you have Mariah Carey. Like those are the people of hip hop back then. And that hip hop was just so authentic and so different. We kind of listen to the music in these days and they kind of just sound pretty generic. Everybody kind of has the same sound. And so that's why I love the 90s because it was so unique. Everybody was able to share who they were and they didn't have to try fit in. They were the person and everybody wanted to be like them just because they were so different. So I'm definitely a 90s fan, a 90s girl, hip hop. I'm just in love with it.
are you planning on doing duets with any famous celebs?
That's definitely in the cards for the future. I would love to do duets with famous artists. I mean, I've already shared my love of Bruno Mars. He's a great inspiration for me. Um, I would also love to sing with Megan Trainor. She's really cool. I love her production. I think another one would be Alicia Keys. I grew up classically trained in the piano, so I just have a love for classical music. In my family, there was actually this rule because there's 9 siblings, and so my dad grew up really athletic in sports and all that, and my mom grew up on the musical side. So I give all that musical talent comes from her. And so in our family, it was a requirement to play a sport and play an instrument. So me with all 8 of my siblings, we all play instruments and we all play a sport. So the instrument for me that I fell in love with was piano. And so the rest of my siblings and my sisters, they play violin, they play cello, they play viola. My brother plays the guitar, but for me, it's definitely piano. So Alicia Keys is a pretty big inspiration for me. I love her music. There's definitely other artists. So there's so many other artists I would love to name, but as far as things go, I think those are my top 3.
It's been a blast talking to you. I hope that you have a really good future.
Oh, thank you so much, James. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed talking to you. Thank you for letting me share all my thoughts and my story with you guys. I appreciate it. If you guys want more stuff, be sure to follow me on social media handles, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. It's all my name, Liahona Olayan. and there you can find more stuff. And I would love to share it with all of you guys. If you guys have any other questions and stuff too, you can be sure to find me on the social media handles, and we'll just have a blast from there. So thank you so much.